I was like, where the fuck are the drums? I was like, what is going on with this weird album? I don't get it. And then I listened to it and I was like, nah, that's a perfect album.
That's a lie, I've been talking, you just didn't reply. Just not that into it, but that won't satisfy. I've got to pick apart the 50 different ways that you hate me. Oh, cause all got left on the shelf.
I'm KOJAQUE and these are my 5 essential tracks. The first track is Fancy Clown by MF Doom. One of my favourite tracks off Mad Villainy. Yeah, really cool track. Yeah, no, that track's definitely inspired me. Doom has a really good kind of way of storytelling and just bringing like his story from point A to point B. Also, he kind of like his punchlines and stuff. The way he delivers them, he always hits you with something that you're not really expecting, which I like.
There's been a place for you in my heart since we first met. A teenage love that didn't feel no hurt yet. My boys warned me you was poison like BBD first cassette. And still I put my
I found a lot of MF Doom's music just through like YouTube wormholes. It's just like clicking, and then Mad Villainy came up. Love Mad Villainy. Crazy, crazy album. Yeah, that's like my favourite track off it. I'm a massive fan. I have a Doom tattoo on my leg. I saw him play in the Sugar Club in Dublin. He was playing with like a live drummer and they had all the samples chopped up on this like Roland Octopad. Yeah, it was good. He was gas. It's like Sing About Me by Kendrick Lamar. A track always just makes me cry. It's really, really good. The beat is really emotive. That's off Good Kid, Mad City, so that's like one of my favourite albums ever.
Promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the lights shut off, then it's my turn to settle down.
The album's really cinematic, and I think it just paints like a really kind of vivid narrative. And that track kind of comes at a point in the album that's kind of, it's almost like unexpected, because a lot of the other tracks on it are really kind of brash, real just like gangster shit. And then that's kind of like almost, I don't know, like an emotional change in the album. It's a bit more sensitive or kind of vulnerable or something like that. And it kind of comes out of nowhere. I just really like that track. Nights by Frank Ocean. I was listening to it in my living room and Nights was like the first track, which is a brilliant track. But I was like 6 or 7 tracks in. I was like, where the fuck are the drums? I was like, what is going on with this weird album? I don't get it. And then I listened to it and I was like, nah, that's a perfect album.
Spend it when I get that. I ain't trying to keep you. Can't keep up a conversation. Can't nobody read you. Why your eyes well up? Did you call me from a seance?
I think Nights is my favorite track off that. Just like the beat switch in it. The lyrics are amazing. He's like an incredibly good lyricist. He's got like an interesting way of telling stories without being too kind of narrative based. Like that, it's such a thematic album. Yeah, it's got like a real solid sound and real solid kind of like pivotal story moments and stuff. But oh yeah, Baby Blue by King Krule. Yeah, he's one of my favorite artists of all time.
Baby Blue, if you knew.
He's very, very inspirational. Yeah, I got his book and all, like A New Place to Drown, which I thought was really, really good. All the poetry in it is really, really beautiful. Kind of seems to me like he's a real purist. I don't really know. I didn't get it at first as well when I started listening to it. I was like, what is this music? And then you listen to the album and it's kind of like, okay, this guy is a couple steps ahead of me. The track's called Do You Know by Tirzah. The album was released like last year. I'm not sure of the story exactly. I feel like she went away for a while and then came back with this kind of like album.
Do you know, I think about the time we were together and I thought that I would call you but I never could do it.
It's all produced by a producer called Meest. Really, really beautiful album. I only kind of got onto it kind of late last year. The whole album is just like about heartbreak and it goes through like a lot of different stages of it. It's almost like grieving for a relationship, but Do You Know is like the second track on that album. The album's called Devotions and yeah, it was like one of my favorite albums of last year. Thought it was really, really beautiful. Thanks for watching. Holding it down for the parish. Shout out to all the boys in Foss. This is KOJAQUE.